Gia Arbogast, Library Director. I have 49 libraries, 2 mobile units, over 400 full-time, and I think 150 part-time employees. So I'm responsible for making sure that all of these units function. You know, the development of the budget comes under my purview, but the most important responsibility is making sure I answer to and meet the needs of my stakeholders. And there are 2.2 million residents of Miami-Dade County. Most of those people are eligible for library service. So I need to make sure that as library director, I'm listening and I'm responding to the needs of my constituents. It's so important now that libraries move beyond just being book repositories. We have a very new community that wants technology. They want places of civic and community engagement. So a 21st library has to be something, a system that offers something to everyone. Okay. And what I'm envisioning for that is a lot of Mac technology. So we have co-working spaces. I don't know if you're familiar with our U-Media program. U-Media is something that we borrowed from Chicago. We got grant monies from the Knight Foundation to build this lab for teenagers 14 through 19, where they can use computers and digital art to learn and build new technology. So as we look at libraries, you know, we're talking about business spaces, maker spaces, all of those things that are very trendy. Those need to be a core part of what every library offers. I think the biggest goal is to really make sure that the library system, first of all, that everyone in Dade County is aware of the value of the library system. Because no matter who you are, your socioeconomics, your age, we have something for you. And I think most people would be very surprised to know what libraries are offering. I mean, it's downloadable books, you know, streaming video. If you're not a book lover per se, there's so much more than that. We do early literacy classes. We have wonderful ways for engaging our seniors, for our teens. I mean, at this main library, there are computers where teens can come in and do gaming. I mean, who'd have thought? You know, you can go to a public library and be a gamer. So my goal is really, I need to spread the word that we are essential. I heard someone say, every great community has a great library system. You know, so I want to make sure that's my goal. This is going to be a great library system. So when we went through the Mayor's Blue Ribbon Task Force, I think one of the things that became very clear to me was that many of our residents had no idea of the services that we offer. So what we did is we decided to go externally and get a marketing firm, Matrix 2, to do a whole new marketing campaign for us. I mean, we're librarians, you know, let's be honest. A lot of times we try to do marketing, but you gotta go to the experts, and it's really made a huge difference. So we're looking at getting on TV, you know, getting things in English, Spanish, Creole. You'll see us on the buses. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but a beautiful wrap on all of our buses, because we want throughout this county everyone to be aware, oh my goodness, there's a library right down the road from me. We have so many young people, I believe, who think if they have an iPhone or they have an iPad, there's no need to read. But we've found out through all the studies, right, if you are a good reader by the time you're in first grade, your levels of success and graduating from high school are much, much higher than those kids that go to preschool, go to kindergarten, and don't read. So reading is essential. The good thing is we have lots of mommies, you know, mommies and kids coming to libraries. That's still huge for us. But I encourage people, if you think the book is obsolete, bring your Kindle. Download it. You can read off your Kindle. Okay. And then the types of things that we offer. So a lot of teenagers, they don't want to read a book per se, but there's this whole genre of comic type books, anime, manga, you know, so there's a format for you. And reading let's be honest, it's power. Knowledge is power. One of the core things that we provide, and I call it, we are the great democratizer, is access to the internet. We assume that everyone in Miami-Dade County has access to the internet at home, and we have found out that's not necessarily the case. All right, so I think as we go forward, we need to make sure that we continue to be the largest provider of Wi-Fi and free internet access. We have almost 1,800 computers in our libraries. So all you need is a library card and your 4-digit PIN number to access the computer. Some of the other things that are essential for us going forward, I think, are to use library spaces in innovative ways. So I referenced that co-working spaces, business incubators, maker spaces, computer labs. We must grow those things in order for libraries to remain relevant, because that's what people are looking for. That's what they're looking for. There's that whole thing about social engagement, community engagement, civic engagement. The great things about libraries is we are neutral spaces. So, and for the most part, we're everywhere in this community. What better place to meet with your neighbors, to talk about issues that are relevant to you? So if there's something happening in Pinecrest and you want to find out how your neighbors are feeling, come into the library and talk about it. I mean, more than likely, we're hosting some type of event that will educate you as a homeowner or as a citizen as to what's happening in the community. So in addition to providing workshops and events on Medicare, Medicaid, look out for credit card fraud, we really want to do things that get seniors out and socializing. So one of the really successful things that we did was something called creative aging, where the library system, through grant funding, we're very fortunate, at select locations we hired teaching artists to work with groups of seniors for 6 to 8 weeks. So they taught things like art, weaving, photography, tap dancing. We asked the seniors in the community, what are you interested in learning? And that's how we hire the artists. Hugely successful. Well, I think if you walk downstairs and you look at our main library, it'll become really obvious. I think libraries, because we are the largest provider of internet service, the computers are always in use. In fact, some of the places you go to, you'll find there's a wait to get on the computers. So I think that's very popular for us. You'll see people here sitting here and they're streaming videos or they're playing games. You'll actually see people reading. I think the second thing that people use libraries for, books aren't dead. Good. People are checking books out. And then the great thing is, in addition to having your handheld book, the fact that we have so much material that's downloadable, people are still checking out materials. So that's not going away anytime soon.